Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of His Turn, Her Turn, this time from somewhere outside of Nashville. I'm Paul Bryan, along with Lauren Fix, the car coach.
Yes, we are very excited because we have the 2018 Alfa Romeo Stelvio. Now he's got a long history with Alfa Romeo. I do not, other than a true passion. And it's beautiful.
That's a good thing, though, with this brand.
Yes.
If you're gonna have, Alfa Romeo and passion are inextricably intertwined with one another. This is a 100-year-old car company from Lombardia, up in the north of Italy, Milan in specific. With the company based in Torino for the most part, and then it has its roots in other parts of Europe from corporate structure. But nevertheless, a true Italian brand that has Italian heritage.
Sports car history, too.
Sports car history, of course.
Racing history, everything.
Who got his start at Alfa?
Would be Enzo.
Enzo Ferrari.
The famous
Absolutely.
Enzo Ferrari.
So, this is a car and a car culture for the Milanese that is just as strong as soccer players who are for Manchester or whoever it might be, or if you're a Yankees fan.
Right.
So it's the hometown team, and it's a country that's imbued with passion and art and sculpture and history and food.
Food and wine.
and we've had all of that, but
Yes.
but mainly we've got a brand new vehicle that incorporates a lot of those elements.
Right. So speaking of elements, one of the important things is the grille. If you look at the grille and the logo and that V that is distinctively Alfa Romeo, you could be driving any model, any year, any time, and you will always see that beautiful logo, which has changed over the years.
A little bit.
And the fact that it's a V. And they've also told us that the lower grills are also quite distinctively what makes Alfa Romeo what it is. But then they went ahead and they added these beautiful LED headlights and taillights and the design, which is very Italian. You know, I think we just take this for a drive. Let's chase them down.
Okay.
It's a deal.
Now we're off. I've had about 20 miles behind the wheel so far in the new Stelvio. And now we're finally at a place where there are going to be some curves. We had a little bit of interstate and just getting out of downtown Nashville. I'm going to preface what I have to say about this car. In full disclosure, I worked for these people for 3 years, and I am an admitted, unrelenting cheerleader for them. I think that this is just one of, there aren't a whole lot of brands that have been around for 100 years, and I like that. I like things that have got a patina to them. I like things that have got some charm, some history, even some superstition that go along with it. And certainly this is a brand that have all of those things in it. It's 280 horsepower, torque over 300 pound-foot. It responds very well. It feels like a car. It doesn't feel like a sport ute, and I guess that's what everybody's aiming for. And this has really accomplished it very, very well. In any case, the seat is really good. The only thing that I would wish that it had were more of an adjustment on the front of the seat to cant it up a little bit for a little bit under thigh support than what I would really like to have. All of the instruments are in the right place. A lot of easy controls to work with. I like that the tack is nice and big, and everything. Everything's easy to read. I'm enjoying this an awful lot. The gee whiz parts of it, lane departure control and all of that stuff, is not overly intrusive. I don't feel like it's getting in the way of my driving at all. So, in initial first impressions, I'm liking this a lot, and I'll see what you think, Ms. Fix.
All right, right out of the box. First thing, seating comfort for me, lumbar both sides, but Paul and I both agree that what it needs is a little bit of rake on the front of the seat. It almost feels like it's too flat. Steering wheel wise, it's small, it's tight. I really love the silver logo. It's just clean. I'm super fan of the flat bottom steering wheel and the start-stop button right in front of you like a race car. This is not a race car, I get it. But if you drive a race car or you want to drive a race car, this will give you that feeling. So we're in the back roads here of Nashville, out near Franklin, and keep on going. And there's some really impressive roads here. I have to say, using everything in front of me and the steering wheel, you have to really pay attention on some of these back roads. There's no looking at the radio or anything else. But we both agree that no matter what mode you're in, it's really quiet in this cabin. Huge fan of the different exterior colors. The interior colors are very unique. You can get carbon, yes. You can do red interior, yes. Red and carbon, oh yes. You agree, Paul? Red and carbon?
Yeah, but if you get the carbon, Al Gore wants to tax you.
You can write to Paul at the Paul Bryan. I don't get involved in that. There's also a dial in the middle that has everything you need. It has the menu, it has your options button, and it's got a volume button. What else do you need? I mean, seriously. So as far as the vehicle's handling, I'm impressed much more than most SUVs. This is going to be a very competitive category. Remember, the number one player in this category is Lexus. They outdo Mercedes, BMW, and Audi, and Jaguar. So in order to play in this field, they're not looking to be the number one, but they want to be an option. Now we're going to get up on the highway, and I guess that sort of takes away all the fun of the dynamic drive. But here's the acceleration. This is the V6 engine. I'm liking this. I think they did a great job. We'll show you some pictures and some details down below. We've got all the statistics and everything that you do need. And again, we have a YouTube Live that we've done. Please check that out. That's also in the Expert Car Reviews. That is a live presentation from Fiat Chrysler cars and of course from Alfa Romeo of all the details that you're going to want to know about, because it was set up for journalists. Of course, you can always go to their website and get tons of information. And I think it's time. Oh, it's 70 here. It's time to put the hammer down. Let's go.
My point is that with almost 300 horsepower, with 300 pounds-foot of torque, this has got a lot of scoot.
Oh yeah, it does. We had a great time driving.
At $50,000 or $55,000, right, do I need to spend $30,000 more
to buy a Porsche? No.
To buy a 500 horsepower Stelvio.
Quadrifour. Well, here's one of the things I'll tell you that makes this car just absolutely in the sweet spot. Factory leather all the way down. Nice. All-wheel drive all the way down. Panoramic roof.
And incredibly neutral, and a rear-wheel drive bias on the all-wheel drive car. It's not front-wheel bias.
It's a 50-50 balance on the car, too.
Max.
But that's perfect. I mean, the fact that it has everything you want. I mean, we came with some little nuances, like the seating surface needs to have a little bit of... Would that cause me not to buy another brand?
No.
No. The fact is, they did a great job, and I hope that they have good sales because of it, because we want this brand to stay alive.
Yeah.
And if Julia
I don't want them to stay alive, I want them to flourish.
Oh, I want them to sell these things like they cannot keep them on the lot.
I want them to go racing again.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Well, we shall see.
It's the only part
Paul Bryan's prediction.
It's the only part of this resurgence, this rebirth of Alfa Romeo here in the States, is that it's got all of the elements that add up to Alfa Romeo, except for the number one element, which is that it's born of racing heritage. I think they've got to go racing. Hey, let's get out of here. What do we want to tell folks?
You can find us at histurnherturn.com, our new website. Yep. And you can also, of course, find us on YouTube. We thank you, like you probably did, hit the subscription button. Make sure to follow us on all forms of social media. I'm at Lauren Fix, and my website is laurenfix.com. You can find everything.
And
links to everyone on our website.
Find me at the Paul Bryan on Twitter, or Paul Bryan on Facebook. You can find us
Instagram,
just
we're everywhere.
Go to histurnherturn.com.
Right, and you can also find the His Turn Her Turn Facebook page and all of our His Turn Her Turn stuff. And make sure to watch us on abc.com.
All right, now let's get out of here. I'm going to enjoy my Thurston Howell.
I noticed the shoes match the outfit. I guess I'm Mary Ann today, and you're definitely Thurston Howell the third.
I always wanted to be Ginger.
Oh, we won't even go. La 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 la.
I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Okay. Yes. Well, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Make sure to check out our other videos. Like this, share this. Make your comments, especially if you want one, you own one, and you're an Alfa fan. We want to hear from you. And if you're not, we'll hear from you too.
The Alfisti. We want to hear from Alfisti.
Let's go!
You know who you are. So long, everybody.
Go. Take care.
Ciao, ci vediamo dopo.